What's up guys, and welcome back to Everything Gaming. And on today's video I'm going to show you guys the easiest and quickest ways to unlock all 10 of the new and still very rare achievements that come with the Hoonigan car pack. So they're not all that easy, trust me, I learnt the hard way. Anyway, I'm going to try and show you guys the easiest ways to complete each and every single one of them, hence the long video. Anyway, let's get stuck into the challenges. We're going to get stuck into the first one, which is, to be honest, the easiest one. It's called Squash Banana, and it wants you to perform the fruit salad combo in a Hoonigan pack car. Not hard at all. I've got my own separate video for it, but anyway, I'll show you here. What you're going to want to do is go to the Yarra Valley Horizon Festival. Now, you can pick whatever car you want. It doesn't matter, like it said, just pick any Hoonigan pack car. And then what you're going to want to do is just drive into that banana there. That's it. In whatever Hoonigan car you want. But don't do it sideways. Someone on my previous video did comment that if you do it sideways, it doesn't actually count. So try and do it head on, just in case you sort of don't get it. But yeah, that's the easiest one. There it is. And the next one's called Rockin' Horse, and it wants you to perform 25 ultimate drift skills in the 1992 Hoonigan Mazda RX-7 Twerk Stallion. Now this one isn't hard at all either, but if you want to do it quickly, this is what I did. It only took me about 5 minutes. I went to this little roundabout here. Now the reason for it is obviously in this Mazda RX-7 it's a really good drift car, and around a roundabout obviously you can just keep a drift going for ages. Now obviously there are cars that will get in your way inevitably, but all in all it's actually fairly easy. As you can see here, I'm just racking up the ultimate drifts. It doesn't take that long, about 5 to 10 minutes maybe. It depends on how sort of easy you find it drifting this car. It might be new to some of you, but all you have to do is get it 25 times. Now you don't have to do it on the roundabout, you can do it just over a course of time, drifting around bends or whatever. But if you want to just blast through it and get the achievements as quick as possible, I recommend coming here on the roundabout and just keep on bombing it around and around and around. It might get a bit tedious and a bit boring, but at the end of the day, it's worth 50 gamer score. So I managed to do it in the end. Like I said, it's not hard, to be honest. It's fairly easy. The Mazda's a really well set up and tuned drift car in the first place, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with it. But yeah, this is how I got the achievement really quickly. 25 ultimate drift skills, and there you have it. There's the Rockin' Horse achievement. So not overly hard, to be honest, and can be done fairly quickly. The third one is called Got That Swagger, and it wants you to bank a 300,000 point skill chain in the 1978 Hoonigan Ford Escort RS 1800. Now this is said car. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it before. It's absolutely outrageous. It's a brilliant car. Now, first things first, what you want to do, just make it a bit quicker for you, is go into your skill shop, go across to the skills tab. And if you go up to this music one, taking requests, obviously it'll make the next song a skill song. Now I've had to completely silent this video out, obviously, because copyright issues with the song. Now eventually the skill song will come on, and it'll make you multiply times 12. All in all, it took me about 3 minutes to get this achievement using the skill song perk. Now obviously I could have stopped here because obviously it's times 12, but it's entirely down to yourself. You don't have to do it this way, but it is a lot easier. It's a lot quicker. It means you don't have to be going at it for ages. So there you are, 177,000 points over the target point, and then there's the achievement as well. So that one's really easy. It's quite fun, actually. All you've got to do is piss about. I went over to this bit just off the motorway. That's where I normally piss about, but it's down to you guys, wherever you want. Now this is one of the trickiest ones, Land, Sea and Air. It wants you to get 3 stars on the Gold Mine, Shipwreck and Airport Danger Sign in the 1979 Baldwin Motorsports Loki K5 Blazer. Now I do have my own video for this, a separate one, a full in-depth guide, but I'm going to show you again in this one. Here is my tune. It's called Land, Sea and Air, and I recommend you use it. I spent a long time tuning it, changing the suspension stiffness, changing the gearing and the ratios, etc. And it is a really good tune, and I'll show you why you need it in a minute. Now here are the danger signs. So there's the Gold Mine one. Next up on the right is the Airport Danger Sign, which is the hardest one, and we'll get to that at the end of this. It's not easy. And then there's the Shipwreck Danger Sign. But anyway, we'll get stuck in on the first one, which is obviously the Gold Mine Danger Sign. Now, all you need for this, I think, is about 250 foot. So I recommend starting back here at that on this road here. Start fairly, reasonably well back. And then you're just going to want to sort of jump across and cut it just past this tree. You'll get a lucky bounce here, and then you'll just fly off the ramp. And you can easily do that one. That is the easiest one out of them all. Not hard at all. There you are, 392 foot. The Shipwreck one, I started just behind this sort of, shipwreck. Go straight through it, through the middle. You can use that as like a little landmark, if you will, and then straight at the jump. Obviously you can see it is quite bumpy, this K5 Blazer, so I did have to adjust the suspension for the final airport danger sign to obviously make sure that it doesn't bump as much, because you lose a lot of speed. Now obviously there you go, I've completed that one, and now for the final one. So you want to start quite far back down this dusty trail and just absolutely gun it. Now I'm going to show you a couple of my attempts that were fails, because not everyone's perfect. I just want to show you guys, you're not going to get it on the first attempt. If you do, fair play. But what you want to do is aim in between those trees there. That's also a key thing, because just here is a massive ditch, and if you come from another angle, you'll bounce too much in the ditch and you'll lose a lot of speed. So I kept on getting about 520 to 540 feet all the time, and it was really pissing me off. So I spent a solid half an hour to an hour just refining the tune to keep on doing the jump over and over, and there you are. I got 550.43 feet. I know it's just over the 3-star mark, but at the end of the day, 3 stars is 3 stars. I can't complain. I've been going at that one for a long time, so I was really over the moon that I'd actually completed that in this car. It's annoying as fuck. Anyway, the next one, called Light the Tires, wants you to win a street race in the 1972 Hoonigan Chevrolet Napalm Nova. Now this one's not hard at all. Here is obviously said car. I have modified a bit, and it's absolutely outrageous. Now you can pick whatever street race you want. Obviously I've just filtered my map again, picked whatever street race at random, and this is my tune in action. I should be able to upload it later for you guys. It's absolutely mental. It's a really easy card to use, and it's a really, really easy achievement to get. You do have to make sure though that you win said street race, otherwise you will not get the achievement. It's not one of the complete ones, it's just you have to win. Now it's not hard at all. If you are struggling, obviously change your difficulty or whatever you need to do, or just tune it. Keep on focusing on the tunes, because it really helps. And obviously there is the achievement. Like I said, it's not that hard at all. It's just winning a race in one car, so it's actually fairly easy. Now the next one, called Send It, wants you to get 3 stars on the Hillside Drift Zone in the 1991 Hoonigan Rauh-Welt Begriff Porsche 911 Turbo. That is a fucking ball ache to say, but anyway, here is the car in question. Now I have modified mine to all-wheel drive. The reason being, the rear-wheel drive version just didn't really do it for me. It was a little bit annoying. Now here is the drift zone. You need 80,000 points to get 3 stars. I have sped up the footage a little bit because I don't want to bore you guys too much. I fluffed it a little bit here as well. But with the rear-wheel drive, I just didn't think it was that great. And then I tuned it to all-wheel drive, and it was a lot easier. I can also upload this one if you guys want to, but yeah, obviously this one wasn't the hardest one. I don't know how I binned it there on that last bit, but I managed to save it at the end. So yeah, that one's fairly easy. I've got 18,000 over the target score, and there's another easy 25 gamer score. So not that hard at all. You've just got to obviously win a drift zone, get 3 stars in it. Now this one, Flight of the Hoonicorn, wants you to get 3 stars on the Surface Park danger sign in the 1965 Hoonigan Ford Hoonicorn Mustang. Now this one isn't very easy, mark my words. Obviously I'm sure you know from previous Forza-thon, this one right here is a Surface Park danger sign, and you need 450 foot for 3 stars. Now I started on the road back here. Reason for it is because you get a really, really long run up, and you do need the speed. It's not as easy as you think. Now I did bin it there. Don't worry though. Like I said, I will show you some of the fails, because at the end of the day everyone fails, and I want you guys to see it as how it is, sort of thing, the exact angle I took. Now here, like I said, it will be one of my fails. There's a couple of them, but that's the sort of angle you want, because that's the sort of speed you want. I'm sure, as you know before, it's not an easy danger sign whatsoever. I just rewound it a couple of times, but kept at that same angle from the very beginning, and I just kept on trying to go for different parts of the ramp. So yeah, you just want to keep doing it that way. It's not that easy, but you'll get it in the end, to be honest. And as you can see here, I did just somehow fluke that one. But anyway, there you guys have it. There's the achievement, 25G. It's a bit of a ball ache, but worth it in the end. Yeah, it's not a hard card to use either. Anyway, for the next achievement, called Airsick, wants you to complete a game of Infected in the 1955 Hoonigan Chevrolet Bel Air. Now this is obviously the car in question. I have also tuned this one up. Bear in mind, it's not that easy to control. Anyway, you want to go over to your online adventure and go down to custom adventure, where you will select games only. Now this is because Infected is obviously a game. You can do it that way, or another way you can do it is via the online free roam, which is the way I chose, because obviously you can set up your own race instead of it being picked for you. So I headed over to the airfield, went across to the playground games, and set up an Infected match. Now you can set it up really to whatever you want. just make sure you're in the Hoonicorn Chevrolet Bel Air. Obviously that's the only way you can get it. Now you do not have to win this. All you have to do is complete this. It just so happened I came first in this, but that doesn't matter. All you have to do is finish it and complete it, and you will obviously get the achievement. Infected is actually a fairly fun game mode anyway. You know, you can play it with your friends if you want to do it that way, or just do it in an online match. It normally lasts about 5 minutes. The one I was put in was a 10-minute long one, which is actually really annoying, but anyway, it only lasts about 8.5 minutes. But yeah, there you are, 50 gamer score. It's really easy. All you have to do is just complete one game of Infected and you'll get the achievement. The next one, called Born to Hoon, is basically wants you to get 3 stars on 20 PR stunts in any Hoonigan pack car. Now obviously we've already got 5 of them if you've done the previous challenges in the order I have done, so there you've already got 5. Now what I did is I set the map just to filter for speed traps, speed zones, danger signs and drift zones, and you can do it in whatever cars you want. Do whichever of the PR stunts you want to do. Obviously don't redo the ones that we've already done in different cars because it will not count. So I mainly did drift zones. That's literally all I did pretty much, using the Mazda RX-7 again, so I'll just show you here. But I also did a couple of jumps and speed traps with it because it's actually a really good car. And like I said, you know, it saves time not changing cars. So here was one of the drift zones. I literally did, I think, basically give or take every single one in this car, and I actually found that I got new PBs in it. It's that good of a car, so I'd seriously recommend it if you want to try and get into drifting in Forza Horizon 3. So there you are, there's one set of 3 stars. I'm not going to go through all 15 more, obviously that would just kill us all. So this is the last one just before I got the achievement. I just wanted to show you a bit of variety, how obviously I did use this car for the jump. It's really easy, to be honest, but like I said, all you've got to do is get, if you've done it in the order that I've just shown you, get 15 more PR stunts and 3-star them all. Remember, you have to get 3 stars on them, otherwise you will not get the achievement. So there you are, there's the achievement, and it's 100 gamer score. It takes maybe about an extra 20 minutes, so it's really worth it for 100 gamer score. And the final one, called A Complete Hoonatic, wants you to complete a championship in every Hoonigan pack car. Now this one is lengthy. I'll show you obviously all the cars you have to complete it in, just to clarify things. So you have to do it in each of these cars. I think there's about 8 or 9 all in all. I think it's 8, so you have to win a championship in each and every one. Now I'll show you the quickest method. Obviously you don't have to do 5-6 race championships. I just used a 3-race championship and the exact same 3 races, just changed, you know, minor settings in the blueprint. So the final car I did it in was the Mustang, and I did this in every single car the exact same way. So I came over to the highway circuit and I started a championship. Now that's a previous one I did in the car before, but I'm going to show you from scratch. So obviously you blueprint it, you can pick whatever sort of era cars you want or whatever, but I just did these 3 races because they're really quick, not that hard at all. And yeah, obviously I kept it the same for each sort of car that I did it in, so you have to do it in all 8. It doesn't matter what order you do it in whatsoever. Now, like I said, you know, they are fairly easy, but I recommend that you do tune the cars, because otherwise, you know, some of them, like the drift cars, the rear-wheel drive cars, are a bit out of control and it's not easy. So make them all-wheel drive just for the races sort of thing. It's entirely down to yourself. Anyway guys, here is the final achievement, 100 gamer score. It took maybe up to about an hour to do it all, so very easy, 100 gamer score. Anyway guys, I hope that this video helped you. I really do. Obviously that's why I made it, for your benefit, so that it'll help you guys out. If it did help you, don't forget to mention it in the comments, drop a like, and please do subscribe for more videos just like this. At the end of the day, I'm always here to help you guys. So a massive thank you for all your support, and I really hope you're enjoying the Hoonigan car pack, and good luck getting all the achievements. Thank you very much guys.